There we go, welcome to the show. I've done it after all, got everyone working, Spotify, YouTube and also on my phone for the timer as well, because it's in teeny writing over there, to be honest, and you can't see what the timing is. So I put my phone on and I just have a 20-minute show, that's all it is. I'd love any feedback. Do you think 20 minutes is too long? Do you think 20 minutes is not enough? Do you think we should go like 10-minute shows? But with me talking, I couldn't get it all in 10 minutes. Not unless I put another 50 mile an hour on my voice, because I do sometimes talk speedily. And I've had those comments. And unfortunately, it's because we're from Liverpool and we try and go 90 mile an hour when we're talking, to be honest. So I've got to learn to keep my fingers down, my hands down, make my arms down, everything. And just be casual, like the newsreader that we see every single day, and just go on about the show and what we've done and what we haven't done. But that's not going to happen. I know for a fact I'll just go into one and I can talk forever. Anyway, I'm getting timed. 20 minutes to the show is today. Hopefully you can stay till the end. If not, you can pause it and then you can come back to it whenever you like. But I've noticed on my YouTube, and I keep saying, we do know that we've got to put a little bit of difference on the YouTube, make it more interesting, get more guests in there. I do know that is planned and that is happening. So please keep on subscribing, get everyone to subscribe, and hopefully you'll see loads and loads of guests coming on now, and good topics, and change in the studio, because that's what we're going to be doing, change in the studio on the Grassroots weekend, a podcast show. And unfortunately we haven't got Jaden and Dan on. They've been in touch today and they are busy. Jaden's at college and he's not working, well, he is working until a little bit later, and Dan has got his new girlfriend, I think, and he's just going on and going into one. You know what girls are like, money. No, I'm sorry girls, you'll have me on the touchlines there tomorrow having a right go at me. No, unfortunately Dan likes to go out, and on a Friday he looks forward to it. So good luck to them, but hopefully we'll have them back next week, and we may even maybe change the days, I don't know, let's see what happens. But we could do the recording days a little bit different and maybe put it on the Friday so the lads are always there with you. But Dan may be calling in to the studio next week, and apologies if anyone tuned in or wanted to tune in and see the new, or I wouldn't say new, but new guest who was coming on, a young 14-year-old who was coming on, who was unfortunately stopped coming on the show by Liverpool Football Club for safeguarding reasons. Even though she was with her dad, I don't understand all this. And even though we never ever mention them if they didn't want to, even though we wouldn't get up, followed home because she's with her dad and her dad was given permission, and even though we always have children signing our consent form so we can put them out on YouTube or on our podcast shows on Spotify, and we always get them signed as well, and we have done for many years. But that's not good enough, because the youngster may have been followed home, even though her picture is on a bus from Liverpool. Anyway, apologies for the show. Mustn't try to get the youngsters onto the show, but I always thought a youngster could come on the show in their own clothes and talk with a dad. We don't have to talk about football, but they wanted to put a stop to it and sort of warned her off, and I think that's a little bit too heavy-handed, Liverpool Football Club. I am a little bit shocked, and even though I'm DBS'd and also safeguarded as well, that didn't make a difference. So what do we have all these DBS and safeguarding certificates for then? I don't really know. And a friend of the family, would you believe? Hey ho, this is what they're looking for the future. Do not touch our superstar. and they're only superstars when they make it, by the way. So fingers crossed, and she will, may make it, but she'll have that in the back of her mind, as kids do, because she was disappointed. Anyway, apologies to all our viewers and all our listeners as well. We could not get here on the show, but we will manage to get others on the show soon, I assure you. And guests from grassroots football, and hopefully we'll spread the word, and hopefully Chris Kirkland, I'll message him when we're all ready, and we have a new look studio. This is what we're aiming for, new look studio. Want to make changes, want to do different, want to get better cameras in, where there's, you know, where you can talk, and more room in the studio. If we move most of this out into next door, we're laughing. We are laughing. So please watch this space, and anyone who's involved in grassroots football would like to come onto the show, and we're going to invite guests from Liverpool County FA, the FA, come on, because we're independent. Anyone who knows us is we're an independent campaign, Don't Cross the Line, and also our Respect campaign will be hitting town very, very soon, even though we're out and about and we are putting all this on now. We'll be starting that. We've been working with the PFA, which had incidentally a nice long phone call with the PFA today, absolutely brilliant. And also we will be having a nice long phone call with the PGMOL, and we'll come up with our date in the new season, even though it's still in 25. We want 25-26 to be a better season for Respect. And anyone who doesn't know what the Respect campaign is all about, and you should do, please subscribe and we'll tell you all about it. Now, all our subscribers are here anyway. So the Respect campaign was started by myself as part of Don't Cross the Line, as well as on the mental health struggles as well. We'll go into detail on that in a little bit in a little bit later. But first of all, the Respect campaign is there to safeguard our referees. We've just been talking about safeguarding, haven't we? And what we mean by that, because the majority of referees now are youngsters, where we all used to have paper rounds, milk rounds, bread rounds, you name it, that was us. We were making a bob or two. Well, refereeing has come into it now, where they can make a few bob themselves, and it's a lot more money than expected and anticipated by most of these kids. So they have their own pocket money, and they do things their own way, and they buy their own clothes, and it helps out parents immensely, because the pocket money situation, money's tight, and it doesn't have to a favour. Yeah, they might still get pocket money, I don't know, but it does help them, and it also gives them the inroad to go and learn about spending money and saving money for when their future time comes. As adulthood, they've got a few bob of savings, and if they do really, really well, they can make an absolute fortune over the month, I assure you. So that's what it's all about. And what we do is safeguard them from the sidelines, from verbal abuse, aggressive behaviour, racist comments, and bullying from the touchlines, from irate parents and spectators. And we want to try and get the message across to them that there's no need to bully or verbally abuse a referee if you don't agree with the decision, because what you're also doing is affecting the children on the field of play while you're doing it, and your own child probably. So what we're trying to say to you is no good, no more, and we want to curb that, and we want to make irate parents into the best parents ever, and spectators and managers and coaches out there, by the way, because not all of them adhere to the FA rules, do they? No, they don't. They may be charter standard clubs or standard charter clubs, but they still go on the offensive, don't they? That they're right and the referee is wrong. And all it is kids football. So we're getting the message across into there as well, because it's certainly affecting the kids on the field of play. And what we've been doing, and you've all been following me, thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. It really does make a difference. And as we explained, we don't make any money out of this song. It's the copywriters and the writers of the song who do. Bill Withers, they get all the money, even though Bill Withers is no longer with us. The writers and all the musicians and everything like that, all the proceeds go back to them. We don't get the thing. All we get is the awareness out of it and the cost of making it and putting it together. Honestly, that's all we do. So anyone who's thinking out there, wow, you're going to make a fortune, imagine this getting to #1 in the charts. Imagine No, that's a song as well, there you go. We won't be doing that one, but what I'm trying to say is One Step Ahead of Mental Health is working very, very well indeed, thanks to your support and the song Lean On Me. And we did put a nice video together, myself, Chris Kirkland, Dan from Urban Health. Also we had John May, actor, Liverpool actor, comedian, absolutely brilliant in the way he come across. The kids themselves in the Heart of Gold Choir, what more could we do? They're volunteers, they've been brilliant, and the kids, some of the kids want to go and do their own show in here on the podcast, so I'll be inviting them in, and we will be doing a little podcast with them and letting them do their own thing so they can write. And I think it'll be, up to now, it's Toby, Lexi and Nell, and you've seen them in the studio before. We had a little conflab with them, what they got out of One Step Ahead of Mental Health for Don't Cross the Line, to put awareness into grassroots football, because we don't want kids self-harming, or we don't want kids whatsoever having suicidal thoughts. And Suicide Awareness Day was just the other day, and that went rather well, so it gives you an insight into youth of today and what some of these kids are going through, and some still haven't got over COVID with their exams. The youngsters, they're okay, they're getting the lesson that they deserve, the tutoring, the education, but for a lot of these kids, they fell behind, way behind, and we still want to support them, protect them, and all kids out there on and off the fields of play. So the message is powerful, the video is powerful, and all we can do is thank YPass as well. Absolutely brilliant. Have a look at their webpage, they've got thousands of followers, and they're in it for the youth and the kids of today as well. And no one can promise help, by the way. The numbers are on there on the video, and you can actually email certain organisations to get instant help. But we all know for mental health issues there's a massive waiting list. So we want to try and do something to improve your mental health by putting the video out and letting everyone know that there's someone out there that will help you, and they can give you instant support. And that could be your best friend, that could be your parents, your mum, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, your brother, your sister. And what we're trying to say is, please talk to someone. If you have mental health struggles, talk to them. They're always there to help you and give you ideas. Don't think for 1 second that you're falling behind and no one has the problems that you have, because there's plenty of people who may have them out there, but some of them will reach out for help, others won't. But we want to advise you that there's always someone there. So in the message was call me, and that message is call someone who can help you. It's as simple as that. So that's the message we portrayed, got it across, and then we'll move on to, as I say, our Respect Awareness weekends, which will be April 2026, but we want everyone out there because it's part of it. You've got verbal abuse and aggressive behaviour and racist comments and bullying in grassroots football, and not just football, in any sport or any form of life, walk of life. Please, and you're a youngster and you want to reach out, get in touch, even us, and we'll put you in touch with the man at don'ttexttheline.com. You can add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. It works a treat, and we want to support you. And if you think you may be affected, then please have a little look on the video on YouTube if you have the time, because some kids will not watch, if they've got mental health struggles, will not watch YouTube, will not go on Spotify, will not hear of us or see of us. So we all need to be aware as well of those children. We don't want them withdrawn, going up to their room and you're not hearing of them. Again, we need you to support the child and watch out for it. And we ask managers and coaches out there as well to be aware and watch withdrawn children. Watch them if they're very quiet, shy, not getting involved the way they should have at all. To the parents, the brothers, the sisters, whoever, and everyone can keep an eye on them, but everyone can move that little bit overboard and make a difference, make that child want to be involved, loved, to give someone that voice and the confidence back means a lot. And if we can just help one child and refrain from self-harming or having suicidal thoughts, then we've done our job. So but that is why we've released this, because we think it's so important, because we do know by the figures from these hospitals that more and more children are self-harming, more are having suicidal thoughts. So we wanted to stamp that out and help stamp it out. And if you want to support us, please don't hesitate to get in touch. man@touchline.com. Add me as a friend again on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. Get in touch with us, honestly, and have a look at the video. Tell your friend if they haven't seen it already, or videos, because there's one with the choir at the end, but it's the other one, the first one that was released with all the people talking on it. You know, it was just immense. It really, really was. And even Dave Jaggs, the singer, absolutely brilliant. He portrayed the message, the song, unbelievably well on the video and the song itself. And I'll have to bring all these up after this weekend, because I'm back out at grassroots football over the weekend, hoping to meet up with my ex-manager. We used to be partners in running the football team, didn't we? DXTL, and then I moved on when he turned out to be Genoa, and they're doing rather well. So it's their second or third game. So Sophie's coming in to have a chat with me tomorrow. Whether I can talk to it about getting on the podcast is another thing, because she hasn't done that for years, and she may still not be confident enough. But Sophie coming in for a cup of tea, cup of coffee, or maybe a water and a biscuit early in the morning. So I'm out first thing in the morning, go up to Eddie McCardle, the KB League there, the Winter League, and have a chat to all the committee and pass them a banner, and they'll put that up for me. And also I'll nip over to the North Liverpool JFL and congratulate them on them being the League of the Year. So well done from the County FA supporting them. And North Liverpool JFL, the support I give you, and I haven't seen one step ahead of mental health link being shared to all your football teams, and yet I've shared your post and I've congratulated you, and I'll be out there tomorrow. League of the Year, come on, get us behind you. We are behind you. Support the work that you do, or we do, in the community with your teams. Respect goes a long way. Don't cross the line, goes a long way. And we want you to support the work that we do, please, if you don't mind, North Liverpool JFL. And we'll have a chat to Eddie McCardle League, because they're massively supporters of the work that we do. So there's loads going on with Don't Cross the Line, absolutely loads. So yeah, we're going to be concentrating very, very soon on the Respect Awareness Weekend in April 2026, and we've got to pick dates with the PGMOL, the PFA, and it was great to hear that the PFA are going to be putting a little bit of extra help towards what we do, because we achieve big things in grassroots football and beyond with our Respect campaign. It makes a difference, and we want you supporting that. So if you're out and about this weekend, chat to me over One Step Ahead of Mental Health. And also I'd like to put a big thank you to Quarry Green Vipers out there as well, and Jay and all the team there, because they are going to be doing a sponsored walk. They're going to give me all the details, and give me a mention on it, and they also want to make a donation to One Step Ahead of Mental Health with our Heart of Gold Choir on GoFundMe. So have a look on GoFundMe and make the donation there, please, if you can, because we want to continue with the work that we do within the communities, and we get our volunteers, our team of lads and lasses, who'll go out and do a challenge to raise funding and promote the work that we do with the Heart of Gold. And we want to try and put on a community award, how do you say it, community awards night, evening, for all the people out there who aren't recognised, and they're going to be recognised, I assure you. So tell us what your thoughts are on that one, and please keep liking, keep following, and I know we'll get our legs up and our followers the more we put in to YouTube and DXTL TV from the touchlines. So if you're out and about this weekend, please respect on and off the field of play. And if you're out and about at the Eddie McCardle KB League, I'll be there first thing in the morning, shoot over to North Liverpool, and then off to here to meet up with Sophie. So we've got a really really packed day. And thank you all once again. Please keep sharing. Don't stop, please. One step ahead of mental health. It's not just up there and then forgotten about. We are going to bang the drum, and we've also got a little character that we're working on as well to coincide with One Step Ahead of mental health. Big massive thanks once again to Lost Dock Hall JFFC and also to Sheffield and District Junior Sunday League. Great supporters of ours. Quarry Green as well. They're going to be banging a drum for us, and we'll have a chat to them over this weekend. So put your feet up, relax and enjoy the weekend. Wow, it's been a busy one. The kids have been back at school. Now you've got them for the weekend, but they have grassroots football or dance lessons out there, don't they? Whichever it may be, but the kids will be kept busy. At least you've got them back again for the weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Put your feet up, relax, and we'll see you tomorrow round about 3 p.m. Cheerio for now.